red rum guy, who, by the way, is now blocked forever. Big news flash here, red rum guy, who thinks he's just uncovering some big revelation or something, when he said to me, wrote to me, even a blind man can see that you're mentally ill. Have I ever come out here and insisted I was some kind of sane, stable individual? No. What have I said? I've admitted that I am on psych disability now, but I was also in an abusive relationship for a very long time. That was on top of all the other shit I've been through in my life, particularly when I was a kid who had no control over any of it. And what else have I said? I've said, yeah, I'm quote-unquote mentally ill, but I am not, have not been thus far, the kind of mentally ill that can actually be locked up against my will, as has happened to my poor schizophrenic mother periodically throughout half of her life. Okay? That's number one. Number two, I've stressed the fact that I, for myself, I mean, I don't put down other people who want to ingest that stuff into their bodies. That's their given right, and if they believe it helps them, that's fine. I don't believe in psych meds for me. And I don't like that too many people in this world, my Aunt Marion's included in those people, too many people in this world they view psych meds as like the panacea to cure all human woes, okay? That's another thing. Third thing, and I've been saying this forever, being mentally ill, I even wrote this out on Yahoo Answers a long time ago, and included my mother's poem, okay? Being mentally ill does not mean that you are just, being mentally ill doesn't preclude you from being intelligent and talented, okay? If I am quote-unquote mentally ill, that facet of my being does not negate my intelligence or my talent, or even my looks for that matter, okay? But looks are, something pretty much you're born with, unless you fix your looks or whatnot. But I mean, looks are just something different, okay? I've actually cultivated my talent and my intelligence by studying, learning, and reading tons and tons of outside books, and writing all the time, and being creative and expressing myself and whatnot, So as I told you, my not my musician ex, was still a musician, but my longtime friend, who might be an ex-friend now, but in any case, the one who wrote Desert Rose for me when I was in my 20s, when I met him, because I placed a lyricist ad in a newspaper, lyricist looking for a collaborator, because I don't write music, or play a musical instrument or anything. He doesn't write anymore. Last time when I shared a couple of my poems with him over the phone when I was living in LA, I asked him, he gave it up for money, and he made a lot of money in his own business, but he doesn't write anymore, and he told me, no, I haven't written anything, any song, any poem, I think like 10 years, He doesn't write anymore. He made that choice. So I've actually cultivated, my talent and my intelligence simply by insatiable curiosity, never stopping, always wanting to learn, always wanting to know more, and whatnot. But in any case, being mentally ill does not negate any gifts you may have been blessed with, okay? I've never said I wasn't quote-unquote mentally ill. I've simply said that I'm not gonna fucking fill my body with psych meds. I don't want to. And thus far, nobody's been able to force me to. So you think your big revelation here, oh, even a blind man can see that you're mentally ill. Fuck you. You're blocked now. And you're blocked not because, I'm sure some of my friends, there have been other people who have told me I was mentally ill, and I didn't block them. Simply because they might have said it, but they tempered their words with kindness and compassion and empathy and whatnot. Whereas you, I sense your disdain of me. I sense it. And if I sense your disdain of me, then I'm gonna block you. Because I don't need to hear it from you, you know? I don't come out here and pretend anything. I don't lie. I don't pretend. And go watch Silver Linings Playbook. The movie that gives hope for people like me. So, that's it. Now, to one of my fans, I'm going to address you as well in the same freaking video. You wrote right on my channel, so, and yeah. Yes, this is the predicament of a lot of heavy women. You lose weight. You do, sure. You do, sure. You're this, okay? But so what? So what? You guys already know I treat life more like a game than anything. And Donald recognized that. He said in his tape that's on private right now, you know, your life is like a female experiment or something. But in any case, yes, the thinner I get, the smaller my boobies are going to get. That's life, okay? My next project is going to be, I'm about 165 now, maybe more. I gotta weigh myself this morning. For argument's sake, we'll say I'm 165 now. My next project is going to be to get down to 150. And yeah, my boobies are going to get smaller. You think my boobies aren't smaller than when I was in the shelter and I lost a whole bunch of weight in 3 months? I had to, I gave my what call bra that I had just bought 3 months before. It didn't fit me anymore. I dropped like 20 pounds or something. The bra didn't fit me. I didn't care. Oh, I didn't pay like 50 bucks for it, but I didn't care. I was happy to be thin. So yes, I'm going to be smaller up top. Or do you think I'm not smaller up top? Since from when I weighed 232 pounds? It's not worth it for me to stay heavy. Now I understand that at this weight I'm really not heavy. But I would like to know what it's like to be even thinner. 5'9.5" in bare feet and 165 to 170 isn't thin, although I look thin. I look a proportion. That's why when I had a guy that swapped me that I was selling my crap, I had to make some extra money in LA. I made a small extra money. I also made friends, and it was fun. I did it early on Saturday morning. Don's mom drove me there. And we played the guess my weight game, and he was positive I weighed like 20 pounds less. I did that at a carnival before too, and they lost. The guess my weight game, because I don't look as heavy as I actually am, but I have they keep trying to lose the weight, so I simply don't gain it all back, you know. I told my mom she doesn't want to lose any more weight now, and I said, well, Mom, now the fun part of now is the harder part. Maintenance is the harder part because you don't get to have the reward of, oh, I've lost more weight and this, that, whatever anymore, you know. And there's no more people noticing you've lost weight, and now you just have to decide you don't want to gain it. Books tell me, I didn't come up with this in my own books. I've read tons and tons of weight loss books over the years. Ordered a lot of them through prevention and stuff. I think I still have them somewhere in the storage. But anyway, so to one of my foes, to all of my foes, anybody who shares his sentiments, male or female, I don't come out here and claim to be some sane, stable individual. I simply point out that there have been a lot of creative geniuses in our world's history who were definitely mentally ill. Van Gogh and Sylvia Plath, name too. Okay? And Silver Linings Playbook, great movie, gives hope to mentally ill people like me. Also, when I was doing Craigslist in LA, you know, when it wasn't McDonald's, but I was still living there, whatnot. I told a guy, you know, that I don't know, I probably hinted around that I had a split personality. One of the, but whatever, he said, well, I've noticed there are a lot of crazy women in LA, you know, and who are beautiful. When he said, I've noticed that it doesn't stop men from hitting on them. That's what he said. Like, yeah, a lot of crazy, beautiful women in LA. It doesn't stop men from, I've noticed it doesn't stop men from hitting on them. You know, them being, women being crazy, it doesn't, men still hit on them. So he gave me hope too. What do you want? Obviously, I need a guy who is quote-unquote mentally ill, because some normal guy is not going to be interested in me. The thing is about that, Donald was mentally ill. Donald still is mentally ill, okay? I'm like the Eagles song, okay? You can figure out which one. Donald had too much darkness and not enough or any really light to balance out that darkness, okay? He wasn't all bad, but he was too cold. Whereas I have an innate goodness or sweetness in me, but I also have a darkness, hence the reason I need a man who has darkness in him, but that's a crapshoot, that's a lot, that's a gamble, that's a lottery, you know, because you can easily wind up with a Donald, a monster, whatever, pretty much, you know, but I need someone who has darkness, particularly darkness that's expressed in the bedroom. See, I know also I need the guy who's kind. My musician ex is extremely kind, but he's not hot for me, so I need a guy who's kind, but who also has darkness, particularly in the bedroom, and who's friggin' fucking out of his mind hot for me. And that's gonna have to be a certain kind of guy, because as Red Rum Guy pointed out, and I haven't denied it, you fucking asshole, I'm mentally ill, okay? Anyway, so there you have it. These people tell me, they act like they're making some big revelation here. Meanwhile, if you watch enough of my videos, you know that I haven't denied anything. It's just I'm not gonna keep you. I'm gonna block you if I sense your disdain, like Toodaloo and Red Rum Guy and tons of others who got blocked, okay? There's no doubt in my mind I have real friends out here in cyberspace who believe I'm mentally ill. But they're not going to go and rub it in my face, and they're not going to express disdain in their comments, and they're going to see all the good things about me and encourage me and whatnot, okay? That's the difference. Capiche? They're coming to take me away, haha. They're coming to take me away, ho ho, hee hee, ha ha. It's funny if